Hey, what's up, Todd? I'm having some kooky Wi-Fi connection, so I had to quickly log off and log back in. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hello. It's nice to have people join you when you're live. What's up, Jason from the UK? It's so good to see you. Say hello to Fiona and the kids. Hey, Michael. Thanks for joining. I'm very excited. I'm gonna see if a few people will join in. I'm interested in a handful. Hey, Casey, good to see you. And then I'll get started. I want to talk a little bit about SalusCare and a little bit about some of the other kinds of things. Hey, Jess, that I think you'll all find interesting. What's up, Deb? It's good to see you. I'm good, Jason. I'm doing very well. Many of us are hunkered down at home, staying safe. I hope you guys are too over there. Jason is an old friend. He and his wife, wonderful people who used to live here and now are in the UK. What's up, Jean Yatchison from Alaska? Holy smokes. It's good to see everybody. And hopefully some other people will be logging on here. Maybe we'll go for another minute or so. I just wanted to, again, take the opportunity to, again, my name is Stacey. If some of you are on and don't know me, I work with SalusCare as the CEO, and I'm speaking to you today as an employee. Hey, Ed, at SalusCare, and as the CEO. And yeah, same here, Jason. It's going on, I think, hey, Mark, almost maybe 18 or 19 days. So we still got more lockdown time. Hey, Carrie Ann. I'm also coming to you as a licensed clinical social worker. So I'm going to talk about SalusCare in the beginning. I'm going to talk about what we're doing, talk about how we're still open and serving. And then what I want to talk about is something, Carrie, you'll love this too, that is very important to me and can really be helpful to all of us as we navigate not only this crisis, but when we navigate life in general. And that's talking about gratitude, the importance of it, how you can develop a daily gratitude practice. And then there's a little Bill Nye Science Guy science behind it, and I'll talk about that as well. So I hope that'll be helpful. So let me get started with the SalusCare business. Number one, we're open. Our acute care and residential programming, hey Carrie, is very much open, and we're accepting patients. That's the kids crisis unit, adult crisis unit, detoxification, only by appointment now. And our transitional living center for adults is open, but we are being very careful with referrals. We're only accepting them from detox or the hospital. You got a residential setting, we have to be absolutely sure that we keep the patient safe, the staff safe, so that's what we're doing. We're making sure that folks have had some sort of medical screening before we take them into the adult residential program. The other thing that we're doing is we've moved our outpatient community-based programs to a remote status. So we have lots of employees that are working remotely right now, and as I talk to you, they're providing services to patients in the community. And we're serving new patients, we're serving current patients in psychiatry, outpatient therapy, case management, and I want to tell you what you can do, what you can guide others to do if they need our services. Again, we're very much open. Hey, Suzanne. And what you can do is visit www.SalusCareflorida.org. And we're going to have some folks that are from the job, from SalusCare, that are on right now. They're going to drop some links. So if you need them, you can pass them along. Once you go to the website, you click on treatment services. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Hey, Gloria. You click on treatment services and then care connection. Here's the beauty of it. If you need to be seen, if you are having difficulty and you need to see a psychiatrist, you need to see a therapist, you need assistance with community services, right online, right after you click Treatment Services Care Connection, you can do a variety of things to reach us so that we can reach back to you. You can fill out forms online and then we'll call you. Or you can call us at 275-3222. You're going to find all this on our website. Hey, Vicki. Hey, Mary Ellen. So just go to the SalusCareFlorida.org. We'll drop some links, or go see our Facebook page. All the information that you can need is right there. And here's some other cool stuff I have to share. We have beginning, I'm going to screw up the date, so if someone from the job is on, I believe starting next week, we're going to be doing free community Zoom groups. Don't need to be a patient. Thank you, Casey. Thank you for the link. There's a weekly parent support group that's going to begin on next Monday and Wednesdays. That's our target date, but we're going to drop this information on our Facebook page. Go to it and find out when the weekly parent support groups are going to begin. Again, free. They're free by Zoom. That's a free application, and you don't have to be a patient. That's a beautiful thing. So we're going to put this information on our Facebook page, and you can go right to it. And please share this with the community. The other thing we're doing is we're having a support group for folks in the community. Again, you don't have to be a patient. This is completely free, done completely by Zoom. You're having difficulty coping, lonely, feeling overwhelmed during this time. We're going to have a Tuesday lunch and learn. You can join us, enjoy eating your lunch, and just being able to share and connect with other people. Tuesday evenings and then Friday mornings. Again, all this information, which is backwards, I always do this, it will be on our Facebook page. Go to it, share it, please. And something else I wanted to talk about, I mentioned earlier, is I want to put the SalusCare information out there, let you know we're open, we're here to serve you. At the same time, as a social worker, it's very important to me to share information relative to your mental health and overall well-being, particularly during a time like this. So something I wanted to talk about today was the importance of gratitude. And gratitude is one of those words that we kind of kick around, and I know I say it a lot, many people say it a lot, and hopefully we mean it very intentionally when we say it. But first, let's talk about what it is, the importance of it, how you can develop a daily practice, the science behind it, what it can actually do to improve your health, mental health, overall well-being. This is incredibly powerful stuff. And I thought it was really important that I share it with you, and you can hopefully share this with others as well. Gratitude is very simply giving thanks and appreciation. For what? For everything and anything. The ordinary, the not so ordinary. For instance, waking up in the morning, being able to open your eyes, see through those eyes, and being grateful for that. Being grateful for the pillow that you perhaps had just laid your head on. Being grateful for the partner next to you, the fur babies that you may or may not have. Being grateful for the cup that you're pouring the coffee into, the roof over your head, the floor under your feet. Now, I realize in times like this, what I hear and the questions I get often are, I can't even get there. It's so difficult for me to get there. I'm waking up, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling lonely, I have this sense of doom. I don't know how to do this gratitude thing. And you don't have to adopt this elaborate practice. I mean, as soon as your eyes open, hey Sandra, good to see you. When your eyes open in the morning, before that train of thought, that very pattern, and now for many, sometimes negative train of thought can develop, I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. If that's the one thing that you can come up with, you know what? You're on a good start. You really are. And if you can't find something indoors, if you're just feeling like you can't get there, then step outside. If it's on, to obviously be safe, socially distance. If you can be in nature and be grateful for the clouds, the skies, the air that you're breathing, the birds, if you can't find something, just be grateful for the ground under you, the foundation that is holding you upright. What's important is that you're going through this process, which is creating some feel-good hormones, the release of them, of serotonin, of oxytocin, all those things we hear about. Hi, Sean, that create goodness, good thinking in our minds. Really important. So what's the point, Stacey? What's the point of, in all of this gloom and doom and pandemic, what's the point of trying to demonstrate gratitude or create this gratitude practice? And I'll talk more about the practice, but let me talk about and hopefully entice you with some of the science. There's a study that was done by Robert Emmons at UC Davis, obviously in California. There's also another Harvard study, and I could get that reference for you. It's important to toss out the science. I know some people really want to hear the science behind the why. Hi, JT. The why. And here is the why. There were 411 study participants that engaged in a practice of gratitude every day. They kept a journal. And we're talking about maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most. These study participants are documenting what they're grateful for. Again, could be the simple things, could be huge things, the ordinary, the anything. And what was found, these results are astonishing. And again, you can find these. I know, me too. I love the science, Mary Ellen. You can find this report, Robert Emmons, UC Davis, around 2015. 30% of the individuals reported an improvement in sleep quality, sleep duration. Huge. I'm going to omit the percentages because you can read them yourself, because I might get them wrong because I'm not reading them, I'm just reading some cues. So sleep improving in a huge way, getting to sleep, staying asleep, falling asleep, and having an overall good quality of sleep. A reduction in anxiety and depressive symptoms. Again, this is a daily practice. This is 2 weeks. This isn't me telling you that if you're on medications, you should stop them or you don't need them. This is me telling you, hi Susan, that if you adopt a daily practice of gratitude, you're going to see these improvements. Again, improvement in sleep, improvement in depressive symptoms, anxiety symptoms, more optimism. There was actually reported reduction in blood pressure and an increase in good cholesterol, HDL, and a reduction in the bad cholesterol, the LDL. This stuff is incredible. I'm not making this up. There's a number of studies out there on gratitude and the why behind it and the science behind it, and you can't argue with this. And it creates a sense of peace and calm. How do you do this? If you are hearing this and you've decided today, if you're not, that you want to develop a daily practice of gratitude, how can you do it? It doesn't have to be any kind of elaborate process at all. As I said, it can be 5 to 10 minutes. It could even be longer. It just depends on how long your list is or how short your list is. And going into it, please know that there isn't a right or wrong way to do it. Some people get very attached to journaling and get so much out of, therapeutically, out of just the process of writing. And if that's for you, excellent. Have a journal where you can document every morning, something like this, where every morning, every afternoon, or whatever time that you choose when you can have a few moments to be fresh, to reflect a little, and indicate 1, 2, 3, it could be 10 different items that you're grateful for. And again, it's the ordinary or the extraordinary. There isn't a right or wrong. It's just about going through the exercise and the process of demonstrating gratitude. So again, it could be grateful for the lunch that you had, grateful for the lunch that you were able to consume, for the food in the refrigerator, for the friends in your lives, the people that are nearby you. So you can develop a journal. You can also do this very mentally if you choose to simply have a quiet mind, to do that thing that we talked about in previous videos, to get grounded, to get mindful, and to be present, and then to start thinking about what it is that you're grateful for today, every day, overall. And really challenge yourself. Hey, Glenn. And really challenging yourself to go to that place. If it's tough and you just come up with one and that's all you can do, that's fine. It's the process of getting started. The first day, the first piece, the first line that you write is the most challenging. But again, I want to remind you how this changes your neurology. It really does. When we get anxious, when we get worried, upset, for instance, we're in a situation where we have incredible uncertainty. There's worry, there's upset, there's anticipation of what the future is going to hold. And what happens is, our brains are very, very much involved and conditioned to think in a patterned way. So when these negative automatic thoughts, these pattern thoughts, these catastrophic thoughts, what happens is they gain momentum. And you've probably noticed this. You start with one or two, and before you know it, you are deep into a pattern of negative, catastrophic, fear-based thinking. What gratitude does, and again, you've got to do this as a practice, you guys. I promise you it'll work. But what it does, it changes the neurochemistry in the brain. It helps the brain to, one, it disrupts the pattern, right? That's what we want to do. When we're into that thinking, the negative pattern thinking, we need to stop it. A gratitude practice will absolutely do that. It will stop the pattern. And then as you're continuously demonstrating gratitude, working that practice, your brain is going to develop a new pattern. It doesn't mean that the negative thoughts are going to completely go away or that your worry is going to evaporate. Worry is natural to a certain extent, right? We want to get somewhere in the middle on the continuum and not be up to here where we're consumed with worry, but some natural worry is to be expected. So use the gratitude practice and some of the mindfulness and grounding techniques to be able to stop that pattern, to slow things down. That's the goal, so that we can begin to change our thinking. The other positive point about gratitude, and it is 100% positive, is that we have the ability to control our internal environment. We don't have the ability to control what's going on externally in the world. If we did, we would have cured the coronavirus a long time ago. And some of the other stressors and concerns that we have to deal with every day. We don't have a lot of control externally what happens, but we do have a great deal of control internally what happens, meaning we can manage our thoughts through mindfulness, through a gratitude practice, and that's going to start to change your thinking and will change the way that you feel. It really does change the wiring or rewires the brain. So give it a shot. Again, Robert Emmons is the UC Davis guy. Hi, Pam. How are you? And read more about the benefits of gratitude and the science behind it. If you're thinking about it and you're unsure, when you read this article, I guarantee you, when you see the results and the impact on health, general health, mental health, and overall well-being, something so simple that you can adopt today, practice every day for just a few minutes, it's very well worth it. I really think it is, in my humble opinion. It's something that I wanted to be able to deliver to you today so that you can take advantage of. If you haven't seen my previous video, it was last week on Monday. You can go back to my profile and find where we talked about mindfulness, particularly a technique called grounding to help you to become more present. The idea with these videos is, I said, one, to talk about SalusCare, let you know we're open, what we're doing, and how you can access us. And the second thing is, as a social worker, to be able to, I'll see you later, Pam, is to be able to share with you some techniques and some knowledge and skills that you can adopt easily, readily, and you can pass them on. So please check out the past videos. The grounding techniques can take just as much time as the gratitude work, a few minutes in the morning. And I do it myself. Everything that I'm talking to you about, I practice every single day, and not just during the pandemic, but because, as you all know, I've been very open. I'm someone who is diagnosed with and have managed for most of my young adult life and adult life anxiety disorder. So I have a very established daily practice, and I'm sharing pieces of it with you. Grounding, being present and mindful, and demonstrating gratitude. These things will absolutely work for you, and give it a try. Let it become a practice. Allow it to become a practice, right? We schedule everything in our lives. We can schedule time for self-care. And connect. Connect with others as much as you can. Whether it's Facebook Live, it's Zoom, it's in some other setting. Connect and feel one another, even though it's virtually. And please, let's all continue to also act out of love and respect and kindness. Since we're far more virtual, whether it's over the phone or it's social media or some other platform, what's becoming very obvious is that people are sharing far more, sharing their opinions, and sometimes when others disagree with those opinions, it can come across, it's okay to disagree. I don't mean to imply that you can't disagree, because that's just part of who we are as humans. We have different beliefs, we have different chains of thought, and we should be able to express that. But if you disagree, there's a way to do it, and we do it out of love. That's what this world needs right now and always, and what the universe has been lacking is a great deal of love and kindness. So when in doubt, if you forget everything, if you treat yourself, others around you, whether virtually or near you as you're quarantining, treat them with love and kindness. Stay in, stay home, take care of yourself, and I really thank you for joining me today. I hope to join you again next week. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them down below. Please, again, go to our Facebook page. It's SalusCare Facebook page. If you're interested in the free community groups, remember I mentioned we've got the, I don't know why I do this because it's perpetually backwards. I should know. We have the parenting group that's going to occur 2 days a week. And then we also have a community group for individuals who are coping with this pandemic and feeling lonely and overwhelmed and really need to connect with some people. Again, you don't have to be a patient. This is free. It's all done by Zoom. We're doing a lot of our work by Zoom. So if you need us, we're here for you. We're going to connect in a very virtual way in our outpatient and community services. And our inpatient programs are still very much open. Hey, Diane, it's good to see you. So please watch this video again. Please do me a favor and share it so others can hear about gratitude, the importance of it, the science behind it, and how easy it is to adopt it. It's good seeing you all. I love you very much. When in doubt, act out of love, act out of kindness, and I hope to see you soon. Take good care.